Welcome to another episode of Legendary Leaders. I am happy to have you with me as always. We are jumping into the month of May. Yes, 2021 is flying. It absolutely is flying. We are in May. Can you believe it? Summer is almost here. I am going to spend the month of May talking about small business owners and small business ownership. Okay, I really love small business owners. They have a very special place in my heart, and that is because there is something that you may not know about me, and I'm going to share it with you right now, and that is the fact that my parents were small business owners. And so I grew up watching them run a business and actually run a couple of businesses. And so because of that, and I saw how successful they were, the hardships, the wins, all the different attributes and pieces of running a business. That's why I'm in front of you today, because I love being an entrepreneur. I love helping entrepreneurs. And I especially love helping small business owners because, again, it reminds me of watching my parents grow their business and move through all the business world whenever I was a kid growing up. So that said, let's go ahead and jump into the topic of today. And today's topic is essentially, as a small business owner, do not wait to hire people until you are well past the point of needing them. Or even, let's say it this way, don't wait until you need help to hire help. At that point, if you need help, you've probably waited a little too long. We've got to find the sweet spot. And so let me walk you through a little bit about why you need to hire help and why it's beneficial to you as a business owner to bring in talent that's going to help you. Now, I'm not talking about talent that, will run the front part of your office, be your admin, be customer service. Yes, you need all those pieces. I'm not saying that you don't. But today, what I'm talking about is this. As business owners, we typically, and I say we because I'm right here with you, we typically run the show. Why? Because we started off running the show. When we started our businesses, we were it. We were the only person that was working in the business. Our salary was probably zero, and we were working our butts off to move that business forward. Now, as you grow that business, you're still the primary provider of that service or the goods until you grow your business and move out of what I would consider small business ownership. Because small businesses have a smaller amount of revenue and they have a handful of employees. It's small in number of employees and it's small in number of revenue. Now, you can look it up in the Small Business Administration. They have some definitions for small business, but that's the easiest way to describe it, right? Small revenue, small head count. So you're going to have a few people working with you as you grow your business, but at some point in our lives as business owners, we want to step away from our business, just a little bit. Now, if you have a business that's completely your passion, you probably wake up every day not feeling like you're going to work. You're going to play. And most people would label that work, but you call it play because you love what you do, and that is the best business to be in, okay? So when I'm sitting here talking to you about stepping away from work, you're like, Katrina, I love what I do. It's not work for me. I love doing it all the time. It's my favorite thing to do. And I hear you, and I love that you've created a business like that for yourself. But let's also realize the fact that as we grow in age, okay, as we age, there are other things that are going to become a priority to us. It may be that we have kids. It may be that we have grandkids. It may be that we've finally come to a point in our lives where we just want to lay by the beach a little bit more during the week, or we want to take more vacations. We want to spend time seeing the world or visiting with people and not just doing the things that we love, which in turn make us money. There's a way in which we can make money while also doing all the other things that we love. That's what I want you to understand. But what happens in a small business is when we get to that point in our lives, and again, most of the time it comes with age, but it doesn't have to. It could just be at any point in your life as a small business owner, you're going to want to pull back a little bit. You're going to want to stop trading your personal time for money, and you're going to want to be able to step out of your business, let's say 1 day a week, and go do the things that you love doing outside of the business. Well, if you are the generator of revenue, you are the primary source of revenue inside your business, then your business is going to stop growing because you aren't putting in all the additional hours to help it grow. And you want your business to grow, right? There may be a cap, there may be a growth point where you don't want it to grow anymore. You may want it to stay a small business. But what you don't want to do is cause your business to decline. And if you start pulling yourself out of the business, in a small business and you are the person providing the primary service or the primary product, you are it, then your business is going to stall and eventually it will decline because you're not putting in the time to continue to grow it. And so what can you do? And so here's the advice. And I will tell you that I've listened to a lot of different people. And so a little bit of this comes from Tony Robbins. The advice I'm going to give you is this. Before you get to the point where you want to pull out of your business, bring someone in who can do the business like you. Now, I'm not saying as good as you. I'm not saying exactly like you. I'm not saying any of those things, okay? But what I am saying is bring someone in who loves what you do. It's their passion too. They're great at doing it so that when you want to take that day off a week, or you want to start taking 2 days off a week, or you'd like to take 2 weeks to go explore the world, right? You get to do that. And your business is fine because you have someone there who can provide the service or help with the product very similar to how you do it. Not exactly the way you do it. They do it their way, but it surpasses or it supports what you need to have happen, rather. It delivers. It's going to deliver and align with your brand so that when you take those couple of days off, it's okay. Because you know that your customers are being served. And that's the point. So then you can have your time away. The business is still running. You've got someone who's there who's passionate about it, who has all the fire, and they're ready to grow the business and they love it. And maybe what you can do in some instances is give them some options in the business. Maybe you can, through some of their salary, let them own a little bit of it. Totally up to you. Depends on the type of business that you have. But at the end of the day, at some point in your life, what you may want to end up doing is selling your business. You may want to sell it. Now, a lot of us get into business thinking, well, I'm going to hand this down to my child or my children or my niece or my nephew or whomever. But at the end of the day, I think we've all grown up to realize that what people may have wanted for us wasn't necessarily what we wanted for ourselves. And so while we may have intentions of providing this business to someone that we love and we hope that they'll take it over because it's a great future for them, they may choose not to do that. And in that instance, you're going to have to sell it. But whether you sell it or gift it, you want to have the best business to give away or to sell. And if you pull yourself out and that business doesn't grow or it stagnates, the value of your business declines. The problems that start to generate in your business increase. And so think about handing that off to the person that you may have in mind. You don't want to give them a problem. You want to give them an amazing gift. You don't want to take a business and try to sell it and actually sell it for less than it's worth because you've pulled yourself out of it for the past 10 years because you wanted to enjoy some other things in life. And what I'm trying to tell you today is you can enjoy your life, and you should. And I want you to. But what I want you to do is take this amazing business that you've worked so hard to create, hire someone, bring them in who is amazing at doing whatever you provide, not running the business, not necessarily leading the business, although you could, okay? But what I'm talking about is the product that you help create or the service that you personally provide that they can come in and learn how to do, that they're also passionate about, and they can help you grow the business. Because in the days that you guys are both working together, well, you can provide twice the help, right? And on the days that you're off, they stay light. But at least that's a person there doing the work and it's not you. So you can see that you can grow the business by bringing in those individuals. And it doesn't have to be exponential growth that you make it into this huge corporation if that's not what you want. But you do have the ability to do that. And I want you to live your life. I want you to be able to go on vacations. I want you to be able to enjoy your family. I want you to be able to take your business and give it to the person that you're thinking about gifting it to or selling it when you're ready to sell it. And I want it to be this amazing, living, breathing thing because businesses are, that when you gift it, someone is so amazed at the gift and it's running so well that they actually have time to step in and be mentored by the person that you hired and you mentored. And they just take it and it just keeps growing and serving and doing all the things that you dreamed that it would do. Or you sell it and you sell it at a really high price. And maybe even the person that you've had helping you is an interested buyer. And so that works out really well as well. So that's the message for today. Do not wait until you need to hire someone to hire them. Think about it right now. What is your long-term strategy for your business? At what point do you think you want to start stepping out and enjoying other parts of your life? And what does that strategy look like for you? How do you bring someone else in who can help you keep growing your business and providing the level of service that you expect that supports your brand, but allows you the flexibility that you've been wanting, which is part of the reason why you started your business? All right? Think about that, put your plan in place, and as always, go and be legendary.